Hello, you guys. This is JJ. I hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday night or evening or Thursday morning, depending where you are in the world. I hope that today is filled with love and blessings. Tomorrow we're having a full moon in Aquarius, you guys. So how are you guys feeling? How is everything? Are you guys feeling restless? Are you guys feeling maybe a little bit like not being able to sleep at night? Let me know in the comment section below. I do want to make some couple of announcements. If you are part of the Patreon family, first of all, thank you very much for being part of the Patreon family. And if you are, then you know what I'm about to say, or when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I know what she's talking about. So I'm teaching Reiki level 1 this September 10th. So a month from today, it's a Saturday, and the class will be recorded. And all the details will be in the Eventbrite page. I will have the link in the description box below. Reiki Level 1 certification is great if you're wanting to start your journey teaching or just healing with Reiki energy. I'm keeping this class really, really small, you guys. So I have officially 5 spots left. I kept it very small. Usually my classes are 22 students, and yeah, I'm keeping it relatively small. 8-9 students max, that is it. And if you guys are interested, again, it will be in the description box below. With that being said, how are you guys feeling with this new full moon that's going on, that is happening? A lot of worries, a lot of anxieties have been coming up for a lot of people. Also, I do want to say for a lot of you, you have been experiencing a lot of tower moment. I did that pick a card over on Patreon. Why did this tower moment happen? So if you're on Patreon, you probably already watched it. But if you are not and you would like to watch it, head over to Patreon, as well as the same messages have been coming up for Instagram. If you don't follow me there, go ahead and follow me there. I post there daily messages. But with this full moon, I do see there is definitely a change in seasons, okay? I feel like during this time is important that you remain mindful, that you remain within your boundaries. I do see a lot of hands coming in. You might be seeing 1111 a lot as well. And so this lets me know that, you know, big portals are opening up. And we just had the portal, the 8-8 portal. So I do feel here that because it is a very delicate time, it is a very fragile time of changing seasons, and you might be in between worlds or in between transitions, it's important that you stay in your own boundaries. It's important that you uphold those boundaries and that you also remain mindful, that you enjoy the present moment. Wanda wants to say hi. That is my cat, if you guys heard her. So I feel like stay aware, stay present. That's very important during this period of transition. So like always, we have pile 1, 2, and 3. Timestamps will be in the description box below. Really focus on self-love. For a lot of you, like I said, you might 1122, as I'm saying that as well. So you might be seeing a lot of repetitive numbers. Stay balanced. A lot of choices you're being asked to make at this time as well. Don't let your fears get the best of you, because at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords with the 10 of Wealth, or 10 of Pentacles right underneath the 9 of Swords. It's like if you can get past this 9 of Swords energy, what waits for you is this wealth energy, is this abundant energy. So don't let your fears keep you from obtaining that which is yours. And what is yours will never pass you by. So don't ever think that because something left, it's not coming back. It will come back. It's just if you focus on your fears and the scarcity mentality, then you know, it's going to delay your blessings. That's all. But it's yours. But don't let this energy or your fears or your worries. Yeah. See how that car is going in reverse and it's making that beep, beep sound? Your guides are like, pay attention. When you catch yourself with the 9 of Swords energy, pay attention and be like, no, I am abundant. I am successful. I deserve this. You know, rewrite the narrative. But that is what I have here for the general message. Now we're going to move to your selected pile. 444 when I said that as well. So if you came across this video, this was meant for you. But that is what I have. I'll see you in your selected pile. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see what is your message for this full moon in Aquarius. We have the Gourmet Chef. This is the King of Pentacles. In this deck, they're called Knights. But this is the King of Pentacles. Abundance, money, your business, your finances, your wealth, your work, your career. There's something here about that. Let's see. Oppression. Okay. 10 of Wands. Your hard work is paying off. Pile number 1. You are the pile to be at. Is that the phrase? Is that you guys get it? I'm not perfect with my stuff, but you guys get it. Ustedes me entienden. Okay, let's see. A personal issue reaches resolution. Maybe something with the Cancer sign, or maybe something around home. I know I've been going through it, you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys have in some way, shape, or form. I think all of us are. There's been a lot going on in the home front, or maybe home business for some of you as well. Maybe there's been a lot of changes going on here, but something is finally coming to a culmination. Full moon in Cancer, maybe the new moon or the moon when it was in Cancer and Capricorn, and these are opposites, right? Capricorn and Cancer in the astrological wheel. So definitely a lot of oppression, a lot of tension here. Trust. You kept going. You kept trusting. You got to trust your skills, and I feel like you guys did this. You guys stood by your skills. You guys are like, I'm a chef. You could be, I don't know. But it's like you've mastered something. That's why the king is the king of discs, because he's very secure. He knows he can make business out of anything, right? He can make a foundation out of anything. And he knows this because of his skills and because of what he has learned in the process. Be open. I feel like for many of you, there was a lot of delays. There was a lot of distractions. See how there's a lot going on in this video, right? We have the trash truck. We have like cars passing by. We have a bunch of things going on. So for some of you, I feel like maybe work or maybe a home situation, or maybe you had to go back. Maybe the eclipses are taking place between your home and your 10th house. So between career and home. And it's like you had to juggle so much. At the same time, there was a lot of oppression, a lot of responsibility being put on you. And with maybe some delays, you're like, I'm the King of Pentacles. Like, why is all of this going on? But it's because you are the King of Pentacles. Spirit is like, you can handle this, but in some way you did feel tied. Your hands felt tied, or like there was something here that felt like, I feel restricted, I feel limited, but at the same time you had no other option but to be open. But what I'm seeing here is with this full moon in Aquarius, I do see that these oppressions are finally ending and things are opening up. Your paths are opening up, and you're starting to see that all that hard work, all that stress that you've been going through wasn't for nothing. It was also teaching you that you were capable of handling maybe family and work for some of you. Okay, it doesn't have to be that. It can be just a personal issue. It can be something with a relationship. It could be something with a friend. It could be so many things. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, well, this is coming to an end now. You don't have to be juggling so much because this situation is getting resolved. And now you can trust. Now you can focus on maybe building your business career, your finances. There's an adrenaline boost. Yeah, I feel like before you felt really tired. You were probably burned out. You were probably like, I can't do this, or you felt like giving up, like throwing in the towel and being like, you know what, I'm out of this, like I can't. Maybe you were lacking inspiration in some way. This usually happens for many of us, even myself. I always say this, I am just like you guys, so I go through my shit just like everybody else. And so I feel like for some of you, it could also be that it's like there was just a lot that you were handling. Maybe you had to be the breadwinner here with the Knight of Disc. Maybe you're the one that had to kind of like take the forefront when it comes to your finances, or when it comes to having to be like the boulder in the family, having to be that solid foundation for others. You were the one people trusted. You were the one people were coming to you with maybe a lot of problems or a lot of like people were dumping responsibility on you, and for some of you it's because you had no other choice. So for example, let's say a partner lost their job or something like this, so now you're picking up the slack on that end. And so, or maybe the kids needed something, right, with home and family here, or maybe a mother or a father, and it's like now you're at the front seat here being like, okay, well, I'm taking care of it. The responsibility was put on you, and so it required a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, a lot of structure here. Yeah. And I feel like you were tired because I'm like trying to catch my breath. Let's see. Yes. But I feel like you felt very protected during this time. I feel like you did, even though you were tired, even though you were like, I need rest, I need to relax. There was a lot going on for you. Just know that things are now opening up. Know that you were protected during this time. And it feels to me like finally you're going to be able to get that rest. Finally you're going to be able to be like, okay, everything was worth it. I'm going to be fine now. Then we have devotion. Tune in to the portal of your heart. And for some of you, because you needed to go within during this time, you needed to go within in order for you to also like work something out emotionally. I feel like there was something emotionally here that was very draining. But now you're going to be able to go into this temple within yourself and like kind of, recalibrate or rebalance yourself. We have the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Again, I feel like spirit felt like you were ready for more responsibility. You were ready for this, and that is what is raising your vibration. And you're going to start to notice now, after this full moon in Aquarius, that your business is about to pick up, or your money, your career. There's something like a hobby, a craft, something that you have going on here. Something that you have going on here is like it's finally rising. It's finally like ready to grow, ready to expand. It's ready to be seen in some way here. And I feel like you're starting to feel like you're back in your element. Wow, there's a lot of success in career, like I said, a lot of success. But first, I feel like this couldn't come in unless you took care of this situation that was on a personal, like in your personal life. It was creating a lot of oppression. It was creating a lot of difficulties in your life. But I feel like now, because this situation is finally like resolved, you're finally back in this energy where you're like, okay, I'm ready to create. I'm ready to do things. I'm ready to move forward and to take on more responsibility. And we have level 10 consciousness here, which is you live in your own spiritual reality. You are fused with the collective. You're able to channel divine power. So for some of you, you are someone who is very connected to the collective energy. And maybe that's what you were transmuting. And that's why maybe, you felt like really burdened at the time, because you were kind of like helping the collective in some way evolve. And I do feel for many of you do have channeled abilities, okay? You guys are very connected to spirit and you're able to channel for others as well. But also this is letting me know that make sure that you're taking time for yourself, because there's a lot that spirit is wanting you to become aware. And you're going to be able to channel. If you already channel, your channeling gifts are going to increase a lot, because your vibration has gone to the next level and your vibration is continuing to rise. And this is because you've been dealing with something that, again, was very burdensome. It was very burdensome, but because you've already cleared this situation out, you're more of a clear channel to channel more information to help others with your line of work. So this could be on a spiritual work, or it can be on like many different things, Helping the collective can even be, you're an architect and you build homes. It can be that you are a hairstylist and you help the collective in that sense, right? It can be that you are an artist, that you are a singer and you help the collective raise their vibration through your music, through the lyrics that you sing. It can be many, many things. But I see that you're moving forward. I see you being more connected to your craft. And I see you finally wrapping up something that was definitely bringing you down, but not anymore. Now the paths are open for you. So trust that you're now moving forward. Trust that you are on your way, if you are not there yet, to be the King of Pentacles, regardless of gender. But that is what I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves. Sorry for all the distractions. but they always serve a purpose. So I hope that this resonated. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Let's see what this full moon in Aquarius is wanting you to know, or what is showing up, what is coming in for you guys. Ooh, the moon. Okay, so you definitely are feeling this full moon. Maybe a lot of fears has been coming up. This is a woman in a sewer. We have an alligator and a wolf, I believe. She looks a little beat up. She looks like she's been through some things. It looks like the only way out of this sewer or this underground rail, I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what it is. Underground pathway, I don't know what it is, but it's like the only way out of there with the ladder is broken. For some of you, you've been transmuting a lot. You've been working through a lot of shadows. Maybe a lot of things from the past are coming back up. A lot of fears that you're like, I thought I dealt with this. I thought I didn't have to do this. Maybe people from the past have been coming up. Maybe you've been in your emotions. But this is things that have left you wounded at some point. She has blood on her shirt. So I feel like this is some things that have really made you feel defeated in some way. And they were wow. Maybe a strong D name. But maybe they were dormant, kind of like alligators, crocodiles. I don't know which one of them or both of them. They lay underneath the water, right? They're still waiting for their next prey. The Emperor. For some of you, you've been doing a lot of healing when it comes to the masculine energy. It could be a lot of masculine themes or a lot of wounds around a particular masculine, or maybe several masculines, or maybe with a parent or a grandparent or an uncle that have been showing up. Okay. And the moon is the mother too. That's Cancer energy. So I feel like for you guys, you've been transmuting a lot, both for the feminine energy and the masculine energies within yourself, but they might be showing up through people. There could be a Cancer sign with the Cancer with the Cancer and the masculine there. For some of you, it has to do with things of control. Themes around power. There's a lot of reflection here, because even like I'm pausing to like hear spirit. It's like you've been in this reflective kind of like hermit energy. Let's see. You are good enough. Oh yeah. Okay, you guys. Yeah, this just cleared it up. There's a lot of wounding here. Wounding of rejection, of abandonment, even maybe from a particular parent. But you've been transmuting this, and I feel like you've regained your power with the Emperor energy being here. And I feel like you are starting to feel and starting to believe it yourself that you are good enough, and you are good enough for everything that you want in life. And I know when we're in this energy where we don't feel good enough, doesn't matter how many people tell you, if you don't believe it, you won't feel that you are indeed good enough. But I feel like you're starting to believe that, and you're starting to feel that, which is really good. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah, the full moon. Something new and beautiful is emerging for you. For you guys, you're going to be teaching about this. You've been going through a lot of lessons. There might be, like I said, people coming in that are reiterating this or reflecting that. Like, did you learn this? Or does this still wound you? Does this still have power over you, especially emotionally? Maybe your dreams have been wild, like very vivid, very lucid dreaming. You've been learning a lot here. For some of you, you're learning something that you're going to teach as well. Energy, vampires, boundaries, and stagnant energy. For many of you, you have been feeling stagnant recently, but I feel like this is ending and there's a new path emerging for you. And this is all here was testing your commitment to your path, your commitment to your goal, your commitment to where you want to go, right? I feel like for many of you, you might have had a lot of people come in to test your boundaries. You might have had a lot of people or energetic vampires that were coming in and that were draining your energy. And for many of you, maybe you were giving a lot of your energy to people that in some way felt like they were at like higher power, or it felt like they did have more authority than you. But this was all stemming from the fact that you did not feel good enough to say no, or you did not feel good enough to pursue and be like, you know what, I can't do this right now. I have other things to worry about. And I feel like this was a big lesson for you, but with this full moon, it's like it's culminating. Yeah, and look at that. There's a new path, and this new path is going to be very beautiful for you, and this is what is emerging. You're leaving behind this negative energy. And look at this 18 and 18. That is the moon. Again, with this energy of the moon. This moon is very powerful for your transformation. It's like you're being freed from so many limitations here. I don't know if you guys like science. I'm getting like atoms. And I know it's in Aquarius. And, you know, Aquarius is very good at science and math. But there's a lot of butterflies here. I feel like this has been a transformation after a transformation after a transformation. You might like Sailor Moon as well. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Look at that. You have this twice. Two different, completely different decks. And they both are saying you were absorbing a lot of energy that was not yours. It was not yours. Maybe you have a mirror where you sleep. That's for someone there. But I feel like you're finally cutting cords with those people. Okay? And I feel like these cords or these fears will manifest in your dream state with the mirror being here. But I also feel like a lot of these people that were in your life, they were mirroring things to you. How you were giving your power away because you did not feel good enough. But this is ending. You have learned the lesson is what I'm getting here. Wow, look at that. Okay, this is powerful, and the reason why it's powerful, and I'm gonna explain it, is because look, we were talking about the mirror, and this is like shocking to me because I don't ever look at the cards, but look, this is a mirror, right? We can see that the mirror is watery to go to another realm, but look at this. Here in this card, we have the mirror is what is shattered. It's shattered. It's shattered. There's no way that whatever was coming through to this mirror, it's no longer coming in. It no longer has a hold on you. Because again, you have remembered that you are good enough. And whatever it is that you were tying yourself to, or whatever it is you were associating yourself to, was not worthy of you. It was not for you. These people were energetic vampires. These people were not, there was some type of an agenda here. It was not aligned with you, who you are, what you stand for. And for sure, it was not aligned with where you are going. And I feel like you've learned that lesson. Wow. You're like, you're not coming through that through that mirror anymore. We're shattering that mirror. You have no access to me whatsoever. Look at that. And your ancestors, like I said, parents were significant here. Maybe you kept looking in the mirror. Maybe what you saw being reflected to you back in the mirror, you saw your parents. And maybe it was like the negative aspects of it. It wasn't even the positive aspects. Or it could have been a relationship. Maybe you kept seeing like what your ex-husband or your ex-wife believed about you. Things like that, you know, or what your boss believes about you. But it wasn't in alignment with who you are. And so I feel like you have been transmuting you've been clearing a lot of ancestral agreements, like the card says here. You have been healing a lot of pain, trauma, and limiting beliefs that were imprinted by you, maybe by a parent, you know, mother, father, grandparent. And look, your ancestors are coming through for you. I feel like you have healed this particular trauma here. And we have life path number 6. Because I feel like, pile 2, you are someone who is very loyal. You're someone who is very understanding. You're someone who is good at motivating other people. You're good at inspiring other people. And you do have, like the card says, a strong desire to love and be loved. But I feel like where you were looking for this love, it was not in the right places. Because it was with people that were not respecting your boundaries. It was with people that, you know, they were taking your energy or were feeding off your energy. And so I feel like you became really aware of this and you're like, no, it's not in alignment. You've let go of anything that was not in alignment with your truth, as my throat chakra is kind of acting up a little bit. And so for a lot of you, maybe you believe like you had to care for others. You had to rescue others. And I feel like all this love that you were looking in all these places that were not good, that were not healthy, this feels like very much trauma bonding. I feel like you're now pouring that love to yourself. And because you are, there's something beautiful emerging for you. And your ancestors are so proud of you. They're so proud of you. That's why they're showing up. And they're saying what's emerging, what's coming for you. It's beautiful. It's filled with a lot of pleasure and with positive reciprocity from other people. Stand in your power like the Emperor. And also don't be so hard like the Emperor, right? Also remain caring and loving, but be very discerning about who you share this energy with. But that is what I have for you. I feel like you had a grandpa or grandparents guiding you on the spiritual realm. I don't know why I'm getting this. This is like a grandparent, the grandma and the grandpa. But that's what I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Let's see what is your message for this full moon in Aquarius that we're having tomorrow. Let's see. All the piles have been heavy. Like, so much in depth. And so much, like, substance to each pile. So let's see. Ooh, truce. Okay, 4 of Swords. 5 of Swords. You're moving forward. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. Maybe you like to play cards. And then we have expect powerful change, North Node. Okay, so what I'm getting here is this full moon is allowing you to make peace with something. That's the 4 of Swords. There was something you have been trying to work out with the 5 of Swords. There's something you've been trying to figure out, right? It's like cards. Like when you play poker and stuff like that, like it's very strategic. You have to count. Like there's so much that goes with playing cards, right? So there is statistics and probability and all this stuff. So for some of you, there's something here that has been really taking up a lot of mental space. And every time you try to approach the situation by being strategic or trying to take control of the situation, it always ended up with this feeling of defeat. I'm really drawn to the 2 of Swords. I feel like at some point you're just in this energy of like, I don't know what to do. It's true. So you're like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I feel like you're going to do something completely new. But I feel like also you're not wasting your energy and your time in that situation anymore. I feel like you're doing something completely out of your comfort zone here with that North Node. And North Node always reminds me of Uranus energy. It always reminds me of Aquarius energy. I feel like you're doing something completely unexpected is the energy that I'm picking up here for you guys. Yeah, it's like you found, like you've been doing your research on something. And I feel like you're finally laying down your swords here with the Four of Swords. It's like you're finally like, yeah, you're throwing the towel in something, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing. Because you feel like no matter what, I just feel like I can't win. So it's like you're surrendering control. And I feel like because you're surrendering control, guess what? Powerful change is coming in. And that's sometimes what happens with spirit. That's something that I've learned on my journey. The more I try to control something, the more resistance I actually get from spirit. And I feel like spirit sometimes will make us hit a brick wall over and over and over and over again until spirit is like, well, you know, are you getting the message? Are you finally gonna let go? Are you gonna finally surrender and allow me to step in? And I feel like that's what happened here. There's something that you've been wanting to work no matter what. You're trying to be strategic. You're like, I got this. I know what I'm gonna do. Like, this is a game. I'm getting the song Una Baraja de Oro by who is it? Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. My mom will be like, really? Really, JJ? You forgot that song? Cornelio Reina? No, it's not, right? Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to remember. Ramon Ayala. Ramon Ayala. That's who it is. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we're listening to that song, or maybe the song, the lyrics has something there for you. Basically, the song is talking about this person, right? Who is like, I'm going to play my last card. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to take a risk for love, basically, right? And if I lose it, I lose it. But if I win, I win. And the song says, because I'm the type of man that when I lose, I do not cry. So, you know, you should listen to it. And it says, the song says, and if you play without being strategic or without any deceit or any, like, you know, cheating of any kind, I know that's not the word, but then it's because you're not afraid to lose. So that's for someone. I don't know quién estaba oyendo Una Baraja de Oro, but that's the song that came out, you guys. Oh my god. Okay, so I feel like because you finally surrendered something, for others of you, maybe you're finally gonna be like the song says, I'm gonna play my last card, and if I lose, I lose, and if I win, great. Right? That type of thing. Like, I'm taking the big leap. I'm taking the big risk. And it could be in regards to a connection. It could be in regards to, because that is a love song. Or it can be in career or anything. That you're just like, you know what? That's it. I'm just going to play. It's like you're playing your last quarter, if you will, right? In the machine. And then you're like, fuck it. I'm just going to put it in. And then you end up winning. Because it does feel like someone here is winning. Or there's powerful change here for someone. Yeah, and I feel like it's because you're laying your swords down in regards to your ego and trying to control. So let's see. Intuition. Just be. Yes, you're allowing something to just be. You're like, you know what? I'm going to play that last quarter. I'm going to play the last card. And que pase lo que tenga que pasar. That type of energy, right? It's like, what shall be will be. but I'm going to take the risk, that type of thing. And I feel like your intuition is like encouraging you to do that. But for others of you, again, it's that surrender that is going to create this powerful change. And maybe doing that is you stepping out of your comfort zone, because you're like, I would never do that. I would never risk something. And we have divine order. For some of you, yeah, there is a redirection of some sort. There was a temporary pause, and I feel like it's because you were thinking, you were trying to be strategic with something here. Patience. Yeah, you've been very patient with this situation, it feels like. But I feel like finally Spirit is like, no, you're ready for this new door that is opening up for you. And again, for some of you, it could be career. There's something unexpected, something way different, but it is part of your North Node. It is part of your destiny, and it's going to be very powerful for you. You will need to be patient. But look at these two women. And I feel like every pile had a very similar energy. These two women are standing before entering some type of portal. Well, she's like, I don't know if she's about to enter the portal, or she's expecting something to come out of the portal. But both of these ladies are expecting something, right? And I feel like the only thing that is guiding this particular lady here in this card is the fact that she's carrying a red balloon, which is her passion. It is her root chakra. And here it's like, you're going to have the decision. You decide. It can lead to rewards as a wild card. And I feel like that's what many of you are playing here. Going back to that song, Una Baraja de Oro. And for some of you, this is the fear why you don't want to take that risk. Because you're like, I will never risk anything, because that means I can hit rock bottom. But like I wrote on Instagram, sometimes falling down will help you see that you can fly, that your wings actually work. So I don't know. I feel like if you're asking for guidance, like, should I do this? Spirit is saying it's up to you. But if you do, just, be okay with what develops after. But I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I really don't, because this card says doors are opening. You decide, rewards, wild card. I don't see anything here that I'm seeing like, oh no, that's really bad. I'm not seeing like the death card. I'm not seeing anything here. But let's see the rest of the cards. I have 2 more cards here. So we have, okay, twin flame energy. You will meet them in this life divine mission together, a gift presented by the divine. There's something here that the divine is presenting you with, or has presented you with. And I feel like you've been trying to rationalize this. If you've been trying to rationalize a connection, a spiritual contract of some sort, yeah, that's not gonna. Your mind is not gonna be able to comprehend what the soul comprehends. They're on 2 different vibrations. But there's an opportunity here. And I have to say that things needed to go the way that they did. But I feel like now you're going to have the opportunity to decide. You're at this point where you decide. You decide whether you move forward or not. But if you do, expect powerful change. And then we have level 1 consciousness. You identify with the physical realm. You've absorbed the values of society. Material success and status defines you. For some of you, that might be the thing. Again, it's like you're afraid to lose something, some type of status, some type of the way someone looks at you maybe, or how others perceive you. Pile 3. Like I said, it's very different, right? It's like we have the spiritual here, and then we have like things at the 3D level. And it's like your guides are like, well, you're gonna decide. And the twin flame journey is all about putting yourself first. It's all about self-love. It's all about, doing what is right for you, following your heart, trusting in your intuition, trusting in the divine. And I feel like that's the main message here. You got to trust your intuition. You got to trust your heart and make the decision based on that. And if you do, expect powerful change. Don't be afraid of hitting rock bottom. Because if it's part of your North Node, you will not fail. You will not, because it's part of your destiny. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.